Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Give me a minute while I get everything ready. I am running late for everything, anything and everything. Well, if you're watching the news, go ahead and just shut that shit off. It's always a downer anyway. Inflation this, Biden said that. No, we're not doing that today. You are going to join me in a video about soap. And that's what I love doing on my channel. So, if that's something that you're also into, go ahead and subscribe. 99% of the people who come and look at my channel aren't even subscribed. Out of the 266 people who have clicked that red button, the one that says subscribe, 99% of them don't ever come back. So, while you're here, might as well click the subscribe button, right? Especially, 1% of you are going to come back. Welcome back to my channel, guys. So, I went to Cracker Barrel here. You see this? Oh, Cracker Barrel. What do you think I got in here? Do you think I have the Mama's Pancake Breakfast? Or the Sunrise Sampler? Or do you think it's something different? Correct. It's something different. It's soap. I bought 3 while I was there. And so there are going to be 3 different videos. I got this one and 2 others. So stay tuned, right? Perfect. But today's video is kind of... I'm going to go with the more asinine version of Duke Cannon. Where's it at? Hey, there it is. Bum ba da bum. Duke Cannon. Big ass brick of gun smoke. Smells like spent shells at dawn. Now, unlike most other Duke Cannon soaps, this one is the same front and back. So, nothing too crazy. But let's look at the soap specs if we can. 3 times bigger than Dainty bar soaps. Smells like spent shells at dawn. Made in USA, not from France. Not for clowns. And if you don't believe me that shit is on here, there it is, right there on the side. Duke Cannon. The big D, and I don't mean Dallas. Let's see here. Duke Cannon is a sportsman. Contrary to popular belief, Duke Cannon's perfect fall Saturday does not involve a trip to the home improvement store. No, it starts on a scheduled piece of land. A secluded piece of land, not a scheduled piece of land. A secluded piece of land, miles from the nearest strip mall. Sitting in silence, surrounded by good buddies with 2 to 4 legs, waiting for the world to wake up. At last, the rising sun sets in motion a string of events that culminates in those first blasts that tear through the sky. At the request of our most loyal fans, this soap product attempts to capture that single moment of exhilaration and anticipation experienced by sportsmen near and far. So, don't get me wrong. That's cool. That's really cool. But how about this, Duke Cannon? Why don't you make one that smells like fart? Okay? Since all your guy friends, you like to get together and just shit on each other. Go ahead and make one that smells like fart, or you're not a real soap company. I like how they did that though. When I seen this one released a while ago, I wasn't. I was like, okay, it's Duke Cannon. That's what they do. But then they show like a couple of here's what somebody said on Facebook. Somebody said this on Instagram. Somebody said this on Twitter. So you got it. We made it for you. Well, guys. Tag Duke Cannon, share this video to Duke Cannon, and say, make a fart smelling soap, or you're not real. I'm kidding, but you know, that's kind of what they make it seem like. They make it seem like, hey, a few people said this, so we made it a thing. We made it real because 3 people said they wanted it. Okay, perfect. But yeah, that's literally the description. It smells like gun smoke. Smells like spent shells at dawn. Now, I'd like to shit on Duke Cannon and give them a hard time. Razz them a little, if you will. But you can't really talk that much smack about a company that donates to veterans. A portion of proceeds benefits U.S. veterans. You can't. I mean, a lot of companies out there, some of my more popular or favorite soap brands don't even do anything at all. Not even for the environment, not for veterans, not for homelessness, nothing. So, Duke Cannon, you know, I'll tip my beanie to you. Let's see. There's the ingredients if you are interested at all. Check them out. You know, I don't really give a damn. 10-ounce bar, just like always. It, you know, doesn't really change. Paraben and phthalate free. Never tested on animals, just bad interns. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. But, you know, I think I've mentioned this several times before in some of my previous videos where I talk about companies really like to just slap a bunch of crap on their packaging and say, you know, hey, this is soap, and you should try it. When, you know, some of my favorite soaps out there are simplistic. They're just like, here, have the soap, use it or not, you know, but you just know it's made with love. This is kind of like the flashy thing that I'm talking about. You know, it captures your attention, but it kind of makes you think. The packaging is what you're buying, not really the product. And that's kind of how I feel sometimes. However, I will say this. Duke Cannon, their product is pretty good. Okay? It's pretty good. But every time, 9 times out of 10, if I see stuff like this with the graphics and the illustrations, I just kind of think, well, it might not be so good, but it's funny. It's got funny words on it, and it even says ass. It says ass, mama. Mama, that box says ass. Anyway, let's get into the actual soap itself. I guarantee you, I've never seen this, but I'm assuming that it's going to be black or gray. What do you think? Take your bets now. You've probably already seen it. Okay. Grayish green, I guess. Not too bad. In case you were wondering, I just opened it. I cannot smell a thing. Not because I have COVID, because my sinuses are jacked. So I'm basically going to have to shove this up my nostrils to smell. So give me a minute. Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay. Okay. It feels exactly the same as any other Duke Cannon bar of soap. It's smooth. It's not super wet feeling. It's waxy. Solid. Okay, alright. I figured it was going to smell like ass. Not the good ass, but the bad ass. Never mind. Okay, so, damn, man. Okay, alright. I've already... It's really throwing me off, okay? Because it smells good, but it kind of smells like it's supposed to. I'm really eating my words here, man. So, right off the bat, like initially when I first smell it, there's a hint of like something that smells good, and then right there on the tail end, you literally smell like a smoky scent. The smell of smoke. That's crazy. I don't know if I would call it gun smoke, but it's smoke nonetheless, okay? But because you throw the word gun in front of smoke, you know, I kind of get it. Holy crap, dude. Really? And it smells decent in an odd way. Like, I have another brand of smoky, fiery kind of scent from Outlaw, and it smells awful. It smells terrible. It smells like, I mean, it's awful, but it smells like fire and smoke. But this, on the other hand, smells decent while at the same time still kind of smelling like smoke. My mind is absolutely blown. I don't know how you've done it, witchcraft, but it smells pretty good. Yeah. I'm actually blown away. Duke Cannon, that's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. So now that we've established that the bar soap smells decent and kind of somewhat lives up to the name, let's get into the rating. Okay, number one, packaging. I always rate packaging because, you know, like, especially Duke Cannon, it's flashy, it's in your face, it's saying, hey, buy me. You know, with the illustrations are cool, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. If this was a blank box that just said, you know, big ass brick of soap, Gunsmoke, I would still understand what you were trying to get across. But this is cool. Kind of reminds me of like those little miniature magazines that you would get with your G.I. Joes back in the 90s and 80s. You know what I'm talking about? Those were really cool. That's kind of what that reminds me of. So I'm going to have to give it a 8 out of 10. You know, not too much, not too low. So packaging, 8 out of 10. The scent, I'm also going to give an 8 out of 10 because it's, I don't know if I would necessarily call it Gunsmoke scented, but it's definitely smoky scented. So it's up there. I think if it smelled more like Gunsmoke, I would have given it a 9 out of 10. But 8 out of 10, still not bad, considering that I wouldn't necessarily want to smell like Gunsmoke. So the fact that they made it into a bar soap that I want to bathe with is something else. Value, though. Let's talk about value. Let me get my receipt here. $7.99. So $8 plus tax for a 10-ounce bar of soap. Yeah, that's worth it. That's less than $1 an ounce. So value, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. But that does it for Duke Cannon Big Ass Brick of Gunsmoke soap. If you enjoyed this video, please, for the love of God, give it a thumbs up. Share it. Share it with a family member. Share it with your priest. Share it with your 4th grade teacher. I don't care. Share it. And consider subscribing. It does my channel good and makes me feel good inside. You know, every time you click that subscribe button, it feels really good. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video.